Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to episode 37 of Tekken 2 for the week of February 15th, 2021, where I will wrap up last week's video game and tech news in 2 minutes or less. Before we start, get the popcorn ready for this episode because there is a lot to go over. Subscribe if you're new and if you'd like to stay up to date on all news in the video game and tech industries every week, and drop a like to get to our 10 like goal as usual. Anyway, let's just get right into this episode with 3 pretty big stories regarding Nintendo. So as a lot of you know, Nintendo announced and held a Nintendo Direct last week, so let's very briefly go over all the biggest announcements. Pyra and Mythra, counting as only one fighter from Xenoblade Chronicles, are the new Smash characters coming in March. Fall Guys is finally getting a Switch port this summer, and shortly after, the game was also announced for Xbox also this summer. Mario Golf Super Rush is coming to Switch on June 25th with a story mode, online multiplayer, a speed golf mode, and more. The Mario-themed Animal Crossing items will be available on March 1st. No More Heroes 3 is releasing on August 27th of this year. Hyrule Warriors is getting a $20 expansion with one wave coming in June and the second wave coming in November. Splatoon 3 was teased with a trailer showing off more character customization, a crossbow, and more releasing next year. And the highlight for me, Skyward Story HD. This remastered version will run at a beautiful 1080p as well as 60 FPS, will have motion controls as an option but also button controls for the first time. This will work by pushing the right stick in the direction you want to swing your sword, and they also announced some dope looking limited edition controllers. Both the Joy-Cons and the game will release on July 16th. And on a side note, I know there's a lot of people complaining about how this game will cost the full $60 just for the same game, except it's not really the same game. Like I said, it's 1080p 60 FPS, which is technically the first Zelda game at 60 FPS, I believe. They have redone the controls to not require motion controls, and they will also almost 100% add in amiibo support, as it's currently listed on the eShop as supporting them. And I can also almost guarantee that there will be quality of life changes, like how annoying the companion fee is with advice, as well as how often they give you tutorials and maybe even some new areas like islands to explore or side quests. I think there are things to be done, and it will definitely improve upon the original, which the opinion is very split on, so if you didn't like it on the Wii, I recommend you grab it. Anyway, the second Nintendo story is about some more Zelda ports. I mentioned this in my very long direct wrap-up and opinions video, which I will put on screen now if you'd like to watch it, but basically there is more to come. Andy Robinson, a very reliable journalist for Video Games Chronicle, tweeted out, quote, "For those disappointed with the Skyward Sword remaster, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are 100% coming this year, so that's at least one good 3D Zelda." Now this shouldn't really shock anyone too much, as there have been hints about both of these games coming to Switch before. And the last Nintendo news item is about the much rumored Switch Pro and their supposed plans surrounding it. Nate Drake, someone who has been correct and reliable in the past, went on Reset Era to talk about this. The way I understand all of this, because I found it to be kind of confusing, is that the Switch Pro will be 1440p native while docked, but have Nvidia's DLSS AI technology to upscale the resolution to 4K and up the frame rate as well. He also says that he's confident that it will be announced and launched this year, but it could be delayed into 2022. Apparently, Nintendo is trying for Mario Kart 9 at the end of this year as a launch title with the Switch Pro. However, it could get delayed into 2022 if the Switch Pro also does, because like I said, they want it to be a launch title. Also, they're trying to get Breath of the Wild 2 out for the holiday, but that could get delayed into early 2022 as well, but they're still kind of deciding if they want to release Breath of the Wild 2 after the Switch Pro launch or delay the Switch Pro launch to launch it with the sequel. Honestly, that was all really confusing to me. I'm not even sure if I got that all right, so I'll link the forum down below so you guys can understand it a bit better if you'd like. Basically, there's some kind of connection between launching the Switch Pro with Breath of the Wild 2 and Mario Kart 9. They're still kind of deciding what they want to do. It's not 100% yet. That's the way I understand it. Anyway, in other news, Diablo 4 was announced as well as Diablo 2 Remastered. New rumors suggest Silent Hill could be getting 2 reboots. Xbox is getting an FPS boost feature, and Hawkeye will come to Avengers on March 18th. For tech this week, there wasn't a whole lot, but Apple is rumored to be working on a magnetic iPhone battery charger. 30,000 MacBooks were infected with malware, supposedly because of their switch to their own chip, and Spotify announced their better sounding hi-fi streaming coming later this year. That's going to be it for episode 37 of Tekken 2 for the week of February 15th, 2021. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe so you don't miss out on this weekly series, and drop a like before you head out. Also, comment down below your thoughts about all this Nintendo news and what you want in a Switch Pro or for the Zelda 35th anniversary. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.